Hey guys, it's the Average Guy here with a big guy review of the Keurig 2.0 machine. This is actually the K550, which is one of the top of the line machines available right now. I spent $200 on this machine at Bed Bath & Beyond, and this is actually the second machine. The first one only lasted a week and had to get returned. I'm going to get into a little bit more detail on that here in just a minute. I'm also going to show a full brew cycle so that you can hear what the machine sounds like when it's brewing, and I'm going to show you a neat little hack that'll let you access some of the advanced features in the brewer without having to have the specialized Keurig cups. First impressions is that the machine was pretty cool. The fit and finish is nice. It seems very durable. It doesn't seem flimsy or cheap in any way. It's got this cool door where you can fill the reservoir without having to take the whole lid off. And the reservoir itself really lifts off and drops in place very easily relative to a Cuisinart model that I had before this one. So overall, we're pretty pleased with it. It had a really cool features list. It comes with the carafe, right? It just seemed like it was going to be a really good buy. Functionally, however, I've got some serious problems with this system. As I mentioned earlier in the video, it's a replacement. Basically less than 2 weeks after owning one of these, it stopped brewing coffee. We took it back straight away to Bed Bath & Beyond. They replaced it, no questions asked. We put this one in place, and my first impression was that it sounded completely different than the first model. Still not really sure why that is, but within 4 or 5 days of putting this one in place, it too stopped brewing coffee. One call to Keurig, they basically told me I needed to take a paper clip and stick it up in the needle and clean the needles out, and that I should expect to do that after every 3 to 5 cups of coffee. You heard that right, folks. Every 3 to 5 cups, they want you to clean out the needles to prevent them from getting clogged, because once the needle gets clogged, it will not brew coffee. They gave me a number to call, and the girl on the first line told me if I called that number, they would ship me a free accessory to clean out the needles. Upon calling the second number, that girl said, I don't know anything that she's talking about. We're not shipping anything that'll clean those needles out. We just instruct you on how to do it. So very disappointed in that aspect of it. And it is a little bit noisy. So let's get into the meat of the thing. The menu system is pretty cool, but everything is touchscreen. If you lift without a cup in, you'll get your hot water cycle. You have to press and hold the button, and you'll only get up to 6 ounces of hot water. If you release the button too soon, you get just a couple of ounces. So the amount of water that it dispenses is directly correlated to how long you press the button. Once you're in your brew menu, you take your K-cup and put it in the slot and come down. You'll notice that you get your size selector here, and again, it's all touch screen. You can ask for a strong cup, right, or hot cocoa. Power off, there's a ready light that lights. Or if you use this simple little hack, this is nothing more than a rare earth magnet. You insert it in your system, it magnetizes to that little spot right there. You put the lid down, and what you're going to see now is you can select your coffee based on the number that should be on the K-cup. And this is where I think some of the features are really poorly implemented. If you want to get to your favorites, you press 4, favorites, the favorite you want. It's set up to brew strong and a 10-ounce cup, and then you hit brew. Without this in place, you can't access your favorites, but in order to brew a 10-ounce strong, it's just 1, 2, brew. So why would it take 3 steps to get to a favorite? 1, 2, 3, and then brew, when I could do the exact same thing off the favorites list with 1, 2, brew. So I think that's a shortcoming, a poor implementation of the software that runs the device, but nonetheless, you can get there, you can brew a nice cup of coffee. So let's take a quick listen at what it sounds like. We put our coffee cup underneath. We're going with a 10-ounce strong cup, and I'm just going to let this brew so that you can hear the machine. We got a couple of laughs out of this. It sounds to me like frogs in a pond. It's not the fastest brew in the world, but it does do an adequate job. Compared to the Cuisinart that I had before this one, I spent $200 on the Cuisinart. It lasted me 2.5 years, and really I didn't have any problems with it until the day it died. We ended up having to descale it a couple of times, but you know, there is some hard water around here, so that's not a surprise. But I was shocked that with never having to clean the needles on my Cuisinart, why would I have to clean the needles on the brand new Keurig every 3 to 5 brews? But that seems to be the way it's going to be. The carafe does slide right in underneath. It's got a little node here. When you remove the tray, the carafe will slide in there. You can brew the Keurig K-cup, or pardon me, the Keurig carafe cups with that carafe. I suppose if you're having company over and you want to brew enough to pour a couple of cups of coffee in one shot, that's going to be the advantage of having the carafe. But outside of that, we haven't used the carafe just yet. So there it is, guys. It's finishing up its brew cycle right now. It's going to run the rest of the coffee out. And you've got your 10-ounce Keurig K-cup ready to enjoy. Quick interchange here, just to show you how easily that goes. And that's about it, gang. Remember, if you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up button below. If you didn't like the video for some reason, feel free to thumbs down us. That's what it's there for. The only thing I ask is that you please write a quick note as to why you didn't like the video. Is something missing? Did you not like the delivery? Was there a feature you wanted to see demonstrated that I didn't get to? If I have that information, I can improve the videos or post a follow-up video to this one. And you can always email us at the email that's going to be attached in along with the video. And we'll be happy to respond to those emails and get you any additional information that you'd like to see. Otherwise, guys, thanks for checking out Big Guy Reviews. I hope you find this useful, and we'll see you on the next one.